Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Carolina Panthers. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go. 45. Mike, 45. Know your job.
First down, Mariota. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their efficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Past the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Call that a 96-yard house call on the kick return as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
McCaffrey on the counter. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 77 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Smith, his first carry. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Bowden firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, got tight left, tight left. 3 down, 3 down. Mike, check.
From the gun, Bowden. Got his man complete over the middle. That's great. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st down, Bowden. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Bowden. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brian Burns. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Bowden. And this one complete to Smith. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. 30, 20, 10, touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's going to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
Check, 59.
Back to throw. Bowden. And it's complete. Hooper. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16. First down, Falcons.
First down, Falcons.
On the set. 59, Mike. Check, 59. Hey.
On 1st and 10, Bowden. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, but it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Check, 59. Check 59.
To throw again, Bowden. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
A gain of 8 yards.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Switch. 54.
Looking to throw. Bowden. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys are back within a single score. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Throwing is Mariota. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here we go. Henry. He's not going to get me.
On 2nd down, here's Smith. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Bowden. It's caught. Smith. No, it's out. Smith lost it. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. From 19 yards away. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. And on this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Bowden. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Check 45 to Mike. Check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
Watch the run, watch the run.
Here's Mariota. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
On 3rd down, Mariota. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
42. One. Strong right. 4 down.
Now Mariota. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
That drive was quick and impressive. Almost like they had somewhere else they needed to be after the game.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Here we go.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I'm going back to you.
On the carry, here's Smith. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Operating from the gun. Bowden over the middle, complete. It's Gray. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. This quarterback now 9 of 15 throwing the ball, 60%, and it's 1st and 10. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Bowden. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done, down to the 15 from the 21. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Back to throw. Bowden. This one caught by Ridley. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Operating from the gun. Bowden to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Josh Malone, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow Incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
From the gun on third down. Bowden. And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons cut into that lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. This will be taken in at the 1. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he had been able to haul that one in.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at about the 43. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's put him on the buses. Let's put that team.
Mariota to throw it. Thomas has got it. Complete. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 26.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Go, Charlie.
Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Bowden. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, this from 48. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Ito Smith. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he gets this one to Ridley, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Off the play fake. Bowden. He's got Hooper on the short connection. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1 yard pickup there on second. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Bowden. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
And Gay knocks this one through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing. All right, they didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need him to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Third down and 5.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on third.
Watch the curls. Watch the curls.
Mariota. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down. Mariota now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Throw it, Mariota. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. He gets it to Thomas. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we got? Three.
From the 39, Mariota. He's going to look deep for more. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. In for the score. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
36. Check.
They'll run with Smith. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Check 13.
Operating from the gun. Bowden. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender is making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now on 2nd and 13, Mariota. And he's got the hook up to Moore. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
Mariota now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now with toss, this is McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers out in front and in control of the football as well as we begin quarter number 4. The Panthers on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mariota. And Thomas has it. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Panthers have the first. It's a gain of 12.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Mariota. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy would tell you, run the football, run the clock down. Instead, they're letting him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
2nd and 6 at the 13-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Mariota. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
You see me out here? That's right.
This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football and be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
Now, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 45-yard line. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Working out of the gun, Mariota. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
What do you want? 54.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Legs still churning.
Like a giant pinball.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, Mariota. Completes it to Samuel. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
On 2nd and 7, Mariota, the quick slant caught. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. And that's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. On the draw, this is Smith. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on third. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
And they will take a knee here.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 42-yard line.
Blue 18. Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the run. Watch the run. Good shot, baby. That's a baby shot.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, they're into the win column now as they move to 1-2 on the young season. There they will hit the road next week to take on the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.